Fun continues with Drew Blair.
A local Hoosier is taking his love for animals straight to your iPhone. He is the founder of Find Pet Friendly Hotels, a mobile application, website, and call center dedicated to finding the perfect pet-friendly hotel for your travel needs. Welcome, Brad Kaufman and Otis.
Yes, this is
Good
Otis.
morning. Otis is just traveling around the interview set here, making his rounds. Very friendly guy. So how did you get this idea for... You know, there's an app for everything now.
Yeah. Well, there was not an app for everything when I started. I was lucky to go to Indiana University Bloomington, like you. And,
yes.
And first time around, I went for journalism and kind of learned a lot of the graphic design type of things. And second time around, I went for got my MBA at business school in Bloomington, and took a job with PetSmart in Chicago, and pretty quickly realized what an amazing industry the pet industry was, working in a very busy pet chain up there in Chicago, and just everything kind of clicked and came together from all my experience, and rolled up my sleeves, came back to the Bluffton area and designed the app. Took me about a year to design it, and it's gone really well.
So exactly how does it work?
Yeah, so how it works, let's see, I don't know if we can
We'll try to get a shot of it as best
I'll
we
try
can.
not to shake. Not too nervous, so I shouldn't be too shaky. There we go. I've talked about this enough. Shouldn't be nervous by now. So when you log in, so say you go to the Apple iTunes store, you would download the app, or if you have an Android, any smartphone, you can access the mobile site, and that's you can find that on Facebook.com/PetFriendlyHotels. When you get there, you'll see it sorts it by the weight of your dog. And that's what people really need. That's what my market research uncovered was you need to make sure if you have a kind of a larger animal that the hotel is going to take the dog. And so when you get in there, you'll see a map like that. So those are the hotels in the Fort Wayne area that would take a dog under 20 pounds. And so if you might use this if you have relatives coming in and they have a dog and you don't have room to put them up, and they can find a place that takes dogs, and it'll tell you what the fees are, what the weight limits are, show you pictures of the hotel, show you how many people like it and dislike it, so you know you're not getting anything bad, and then you can reserve it right there from the app.
So how many people do you find travel with their pets, and is it frustrating to do so?
Yeah, well, that's the thing. It's when I dug into the market research, it was amazing. You know, 63% of America have a dog or cat, and the numbers, you know, depending on what you look at, I think about 25% of them travel with a dog, especially, and big frustration because the industry is pretty primitive. A pet hotel might say it takes pets, but then they don't want big pets, or the policy might be $50 a night extra. And so that's where I saw the opportunity. So we called all 15,000 of these hotels and aggregated all that data and put it right where you need it, right on your phone. So a lot of people, thousands of people have downloaded this, and they're using it from the road. A lot of the reservations come in for 2 hours later because they're driving and something changed, and now they need to see what hotels are close by, and people are writing me and saying some good things. So
literally right at your fingertips, then.
Yeah, right at your fingertips. It's these things, you know, about going to be at about 50% of America will have a smartphone within the next couple of years, and it'll get close to 100% before it's all said and done, because they're awesome, and they replace every device in your life. So
now I'm hearing that some of this also goes to a good cause as well.
Yeah. So in the course of doing this, I realized that this is going to do well, and it's going to generate a lot of money, and I've done some pretty difficult things that retain ownership. So still one owner, and I did that because I want to give away a lot of these proceeds. I mean, I grew up down there in Bluffton, Indiana, and a great community where people that are lucky enough to have material wealth tend to give it away and help everybody else out. And so when I started this, I knew I wanted to help people. And No Kill Revolution is a no-kill related cause. And right now we're killing 3 to 4 million animals every year in our animal shelters. And it doesn't need to happen because 20 million people want a dog or cat. And so I want to use a lot of the proceeds from this to help end all the pet shelter killings and help drive the awareness that you can adopt a pet from your local shelter. You don't necessarily have to go to a breeder if you don't want to, and get these animals out of the shelters alive. So
great. Brad, sounds like great information for a great cause. So thank you so much for coming in this morning.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Appreciate it.
Great.